Hey guys, in today's video I'd like to talk to you guys about a source where I get most of my vehicles from. It does not require you to have a dealer license or a dealer's permit. Anyone can buy a vehicle there, even if it's just for your personal use or if you want to use it to flip a car to make coin, just a side gig, whatever you decide to do, it's up to you. And they're dealer trade-ins. So dealer trade-ins that I'm getting, they're trade-ins that the customer would put towards their new purchase of a car. So instead of selling them or putting them at the dealer auction, they would wholesale those vehicles to used car dealerships like myself or the public as well. Usually I find there's better prices and better protection for the buyer if you have the connection to the dealership, because he's going to treat you as a personal, like a personal relationship more or less. They're better prices as well because you have less competition. You know, the other guys, there won't be other guys bidding on the same vehicle. You know what I mean? It's like it's you and him. So you know, you go in there, you look at the vehicle and you like the vehicle, and you know, you go from there. You negotiate on the price, blah blah blah, you know, make the deal happen. This particular vehicle here, for example, this one I purchased, it's 2010 Tiguan Highline, top of the line, beautiful car. I purchased for 6.5 grand, and at a dealer auction it would go anywhere from 9.5 to 10 grand, somewhere around there. And retail is 13.5, easy. You know, worst case scenario, you get 12.5 out of it, but that's pretty much, that's a good deal. 6.5 grand, that's a good deal. And I've got more deals like that. For example, well, this one here, right here too. Mitsubishi 2008, I think Mitsubishi Eclipse GT. He won 2,500 bucks. I didn't want it, and he said it after all. He said he had taken it for 1,500 bucks. So I grabbed it for 1,500 bucks. And that car I took home, and 3 days later was sold. I got 4 grand out of it. So, you know, it was a good car. I cleaned it up nice, and just like every other vehicle, you have to make it presentable, right? Like I mentioned, the dealership that I'm dealing with, they get about 50 million in assets. So, you know, they get a lot of trade-ins on a daily basis pretty much. And I go there and I pick them up by the truckload. I got the semi here where I can throw 9 cars on. And that's what I do. I drop by there, I pick up all the vehicles that I like, and ship them home. So how do you find these dealerships, or where do you get those trade-ins from? Most dealerships, they don't want the hassle to deal with the trade-ins. They rather just take all the vehicles that I get, all the trade-ins, and throw them at the auction, at a dealer auction, and then they get auctioned off there. Some dealerships, they have their set used car dealerships that they you know, have like a contract with, so they like to keep those dealerships, you know what I mean? Instead of getting new guys in to purchase the dealer trade-ins. And then there's the dealerships that, you know, where I just walked in, I asked one of the sales rep there, do you have any trade-ins? Long story short, yeah, he had some. So I've been good with this dealership for the whole year. Last year I only found the guy last year, and he's been supplying me with very good vehicles for a very good price. Another thing is he knows what type of vehicles I'm looking for. So if he has a vehicle that fits, you know, my market, he gives me a call. He says, hey, I got this vehicle here. Do you want it or not? And I don't even drop in a deposit. I'll just let him know, okay, yeah, I'll take it. And then he keeps it there for me. So that's another thing that's good about, you know, dealing with a dealership like that. So how would you get a dealer trade-in? It's fairly simple. Just go into a dealership, any dealership that's out there, a fairly, you know, like a franchise, like Hyundai, Pontiac, Dodge, whatever. Go in there and ask the sales rep or the sales manager if they got some trade-ins there that they would like to sell to you. And, you know, expect to get at least 10 or 20 no's. I promise you. I've gotten 20 no's before I got 1 yes, and that's all it takes, right? So right now I'm dealing with 2 dealerships, and that's really all you need. Like, I promise you, it's gonna be a gold mine once you find one. So you do not need a dealer permit or a dealer license to purchase dealer trade-ins. It could be depending on the province that you live in. On this one, I asked him specifically, like, do you need a dealer license? And he said no, he wouldn't. Anyone can buy a trade-in. The vehicles are listed as is, so you couldn't buy a vehicle right away and then 2 weeks later breaks down, you bring it back. It's like, okay, it's garbage. No, it doesn't work like that. You simply buy the vehicle as is condition. You do all the work yourself. That way you save a bunch, obviously. Also, I would suggest that you get a dealer license or a dealer permit, because there's so many tax benefit associated with the permit. For example, if I buy something at a dealer auction or at like a dealership. All the tax that I'm paying there, I get paid back every 3 months, right? Because I file my taxes quarterly, and you get all your taxes back. So that way, you know, you don't buy a car for 4,500 bucks. You pay the tax on top of that, and then you got to add your profit on top of that yet. You know what I mean? So it basically saves the consumer at the end of the line a little bit of money, and you save yourself some money. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm here to help. I'm going to show you some slideshows here of the vehicles that I purchased there and sold, and kind of the profit, just to kind of inspire you to hopefully have you all go out there and flip a car, because I do consider it a good business. Even somebody that wants to have like something on the side, like a side gig, there's profits to be made, you know. And if you make another two, you know, just on the side, now I'm saying, right? If you make another 2-3 grand in a month, you know, you can put it towards a lot of good things. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. I'm gonna go hit up the sauna now. Peace.